Hey, I'm back again. It's Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas everybody. I'm just about to cut some soap that I made a couple of days ago, and this one is a blend of Siberian fir needle essential oil and rose. So I posted on my Instagram a picture the other day of the two loaves. So this is it here. So it kind of looked very Christmassy because one of them had more red in the top than the other, and when it was wet, if you go to my Instagram, the link's below, and come and follow me on Instagram, so I'm posting quite a bit there. But when it was wet, this was quite red and Christmassy looking, but it's not a Christmas soap. It be part of my spring range that I'm doing. Well, it's going to be a January release that I'm doing for that sort of my seed packet and planning your garden for the following summer release. But I just wanted to make this one. I have made this before, but I've added some fir needle essential oil because I just love it. So that's what I've just made. So I'm just going to cut that in a second. And just to keep you up to date, I have bought a house. Not in the countryside, it's a nice townhouse just outside of town, and it's had a complete renovation, so it's just a beautiful, beautiful house. But we're just waiting to hear from our mortgage company and make sure everything's approved, which I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know, a bit nerve-wracking. I doubt very much we'll hear until after Christmas. We were supposed to hear probably by the end of today, but we might not. And you know, our country's in a bit of dire straits at the moment with COVID, and it's just rife at the moment. So the area where we live is low tier, so it's suppressed in this area at the moment. So I think we're all pretty safe here, but you never know. If people start moving around, that people aren't supposed to be moving around, but we all know people and what they do, and there will be people out there that will move around thinking everything's fine, and this is why things spread the way that they do. So our country has been, under attack from COVID for months, and we'll leave it there. We'll just wait and see what happens with all of that. But yeah, I'm just I sort of isolate myself in the shop anyway. I suppose you could sort of say I've been shielding the whole way through. So I've not opened my shop, only to people that want to come and collect, and then I've like handed the bag over, and I've not been anywhere near anybody. So they've sort of come to the door, and it's like they just grab the bag that they have bought. But that's been few and far between. I haven't had many people at all in here for about 6-7 months since it all kicked off. So all throughout the summer, all throughout lockdown, I've pretty much been on my own. So I've been keeping myself pretty dang safe. And just because I run a mail order service, I've got to keep that all flowing and, you know. Anyway, I don't want to harp on about COVID. It's Christmas, and we want to focus on Christmas and what it means to us all. So let's cut this up and see what we got inside. First, I'm just going to go and get a coffee because I need it. Okay, sorry, another interruption. Do you know, every time I sit down to film, somebody comes to that window, nearly every time. It's someone at the door, someone at the window. They just want to pop in and say hello and have a chat. Let's just get on with this now. So I'm going to make this soap. I'm using white as my base, and then I'm going to use some forest gold mica from Mica Mama, and I'm going to use terracotta from Mica Mama. So we've got a nice swirl to be in keeping with the scent, has scent and colour, you know. That's a kind of thing that we have going on in our brains, don't we? So, you know, the colour has to match the scent. So that's my colours, and yeah, let's get going. Okay, so lye into oils. I'm going to be making 2 loaves of this one. I think that's what I'll probably do with all of these for spring, is 2 loaves. Again, if you're interested in my base recipe, there are links below to my Etsy, so you can purchase it. And my palm oil free recipe and my shampoo bar recipe, they're all down below. And hello new subscribers, I took on a few more of you. I got some new subscribers, hello. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to mix this. Okay. Separate off. Oh, I just need 2 jugs. nice and easy for myself today. Nothing too crazy with the design, so just the same as pretty much always. So let's get that beautiful forest gold. I just got a new order in from Micah Mama a couple of weeks back, and just replaced some of my micas that I use a lot. This is the terracotta red. This is really nice as well. It's very bright and very red actually. It's a really good red. And then the white, just pop in there. It's just started to absolutely hammer it down with rain again. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain again. I think, oh, I'm not sure actually, so I think Christmas Day is supposed to be quite a nice day. But we haven't got much planned. I think I'm going to go and see my mom, because I'm allowed to go and do that. And then we will be going out. I think Matt wants to go skateboarding, which will be a real rare occasion for Christmas Day. We never ever do things like that, but this year, because everybody's kind of a bit isolated because of COVID again, it's a little different, and actually we're so free that it's nice to actually have a year where we can go and do what we want, you know, without having to go anywhere. So I'm just going to stick blend these a sec. So yeah, it's a nice feeling knowing that we haven't got to do things that we don't want to do. And it'll be the last year in our little house, so, you know, I'm not really thinking about Christmas at all. I'm just thinking about getting myself into my new home. And I'm very excited. So wish us luck on that one. Gonna need it. We're gonna need it. Okay, so my little blend is a very, very light colour. Let's put majority in there. And just a smidge in those. I love Fir Needle, and mixed with that, it's a nice fresh tea rose kind of a scent. So mixed together, it's really, really good. It's got a very sort of, ooh, it kind of smells like when you walk through like a load of Leylandii trees. So it's not quite pine trees, it's got a different scent. So kind of like, yeah, like when you walk past a rubber Leylandii leaf. It's a bit like that. It's very nice. Very sort of country manor garden. You know, those huge places that have Leylandii trees as their sort of outer edges. That kind of vibe. Very posh. Very posh. Hopefully next year we're all able to go out and visit some gardens again. That's one of the things I really like doing. And I haven't done it this year because of this stupid virus, and of course we've been hit with it again with a new strain, as you probably heard on the news. So Britain are really copping it right now. Really not good. It's not a nice position to be in at all, I can assure you. But it's not the whole country, it's, you know, kind of concentrated in London. And a few cases elsewhere, but not many. And the area where we are is very, very low numbers anyway. So, in fact, there's an area just a few miles out. Matt was telling me the other day, you've been having a look, and there's an area that's got absolutely no cases whatsoever. So that's quite interesting. And yeah, I mean, if you were from those towns and villages, you'd be like, everybody keep away. Do not come near. You know? I would anyway. Okay. So, I'm going to just pour the base. And I'm soaping at room temperature as usual, or a little bit less, because that's the best way to soap, in my opinion. It's very loud out there. I don't know what the hell's going on. People yabbering on about I don't know what. They've been chatting away out there for ages. And they're interrupting my soaping. It's a bit rude. I like it to be quiet. I suppose everybody's feeling very jolly because of Christmas. Well, you know, that's all well and good, but we've got soap to make and houses to think about in this little shop, I'll have you know. Okay, usual chocolate stick swirl. Okay, now I'm going to take that down the side. So I watched a film yesterday. I've been watching Bailey Sarrington again, and she mentioned a film that was on Prime, so I thought, oh, what is this? Let me have a look. And it's called The Lie. And I watched it yesterday. It's got the lady in it out of The Killing. I forget what her name is, but I really like her. And the girl out of Gypsy Rose, that film. The girl with Patricia Arquette. The girl who plays Gypsy Rose, she's in it too. And, oh my lord, what a film. What a film. It was crazy. It was just like kind of something and nothing. But then at the end, you're just like, what? What? It's just, really, it's all about watching the behaviour of people when they're in trouble. And it's quite interesting to watch it. But yeah, the end, it was just absolutely nuts. So if you like things absolutely nuts, then The Lie is worth an hour and a half of your time. I think that's all it was. It was only a short film. I just thought, I'll give it a whirl. And yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? Very strange. So that's all I've watched. And then other than that, I've been watching lots of Bailey Sarrington, and she's my new addiction at the moment. I just think she's really, really good. But there was one I got to today which was a bit harsh, and I thought I could do without this. I could do with something a bit more upbeat and, you know, something to raise the old frequency. Murder and, you know, things like that. They don't really do us very good sometimes when that's all that we watch or listen to. It is never all I watch and listen to, but sometimes you can overdo it, you know. Those of you into true crime, you'll know what I mean. It can really get in your head and you think, trying to figure out all this stuff. And then you're like, what am I doing? I could just be watching something really nice and having a lovely old time rather than thinking about this crazy lunatic, you know. It's got a problem with ladies, wants to kill them. But yeah, she's very good, this Bailey. I really, really like watching her. And other than that, I'm still watching the old ASMR just to keep me chilled while I'm stressed about things in life, you know. I don't know where I'd be without ASMR. It's like almost like a form of meditation for me, even though I do meditate, and I've still been meditating every day. That actually does do me some real good. It really, really does. Without a doubt, it's definitely creeping into my daily life. And I find myself being more observant than reactionary then. It's really, really, yeah, it's definitely helpful. God, I wish they'd shut up. It's not working for that, is it? Too loud. Trouble is with the alleyway out there is it echoes really bad. and it's very, very annoying. I don't know if you can hear that, if the camera's picking it up, but if you can, I'm sorry. But yeah, they're just being loud. Okay, so I'm going to leave this for a few moments before I can turn that top over. I want to get a nice deep sort of flip on there. So let's just clean the table down and come back to it in a few moments. And I'll prepare the next bucket that I'm going to be making the same soap again, but not on camera. So I shall get that ready and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I've killed those people outside, so we should be all right now. Okay. This actually looks really Christmassy because of the colours, but oh, I suppose it actually could pass for a Christmas soap with the fir needle, but it ain't a Christmas soap. Although, for New Year, it's still going to be cold, so it'll be fitting. Okay. That'll be that. So I'll be back in the morning to cut it and let you see what's inside. So I will see you then. Okay, so I'm just going to cut one of the loaves for you to see, and then I'll do the other one off camera, just so I'm not here all day. It's Christmas Eve, I want to go home. I've just been doing my accounts. I mean, what a thing to be doing on Christmas Eve. I feel like Bob Cratchit. It's just not a thing to do. Should not be at work on Christmas Eve. And if you are, go home. Go home. Okay. Just get the little side bits off there where it's spread across. Okay, so here's the loaf. It's a very, very fresh, clean blend, this one. And the rose is really coming through, which I didn't think it was going to at first, but it actually has, like quite a lot. It's like a fresh tea rose mixed with the fir needle. It's nice. It's nice, don't you know? Be careful because it's been left for over a day and I've done my water discount as usual. So there you go inside. So it does look quite Christmassy, doesn't it? But that was not the intention. It's just the colours I chose. Silver fir, Siberian fir needle. I wanted that sort of like tealy green, and then the red obviously for the rose, and the red is that terracotta. That's so pretty. It's such a nice red. That's Mica Mama Terracotta, if you're looking for a really good red mica. And a lot of them are very expensive. And actually, I think Mica Mama put her prices up quite significantly. But they are really good quality. Look at that. Really good quality mica. And they stay true in soap. And I like that she tests them and posts on her Instagram her own soaps. It's really good to see that, you know. There's a lot of companies, they'll just look, it's so pretty, that swirl. Just blow my own horn there for a sec. Yeah, a lot of companies who sell mica, you don't get to see the actual finished result in soap, and I like that Mica Mama does that, and you can follow her Instagram to see her soap. She makes some amazing soaps actually. Really, really nice. So what am I doing? I was just doing my books because I was just waiting actually for the battery on this camera to replenish itself. I got to put it on charge. That's the only thing with this new camera. It's absolutely lovely and wonderful and snazzy, but the battery is not that great, and I must remember to always put it on charge once I've used it for a video, because it's caught me out many a time. I just had Lisa in from the cafe. I don't think you've ever seen Lisa on camera. I'll have to grab her one day and show you her, but let me just show you what she bought. I've just eaten one, but she bought me some little Christmas chocolates, look. So they're really pretty. There's some little Christmas puds. There's the Christmas pud at the top here. Little Christmas pud. But she said they're for me and Matt to share. I don't want to share. I want to eat them all myself. He's not really a dark chocolate fan, so he won't really eat any of the dark chocolate ones, so that's good. I'll eat them. But yeah, that's nice of her. She's just bought me a little present, and she's also bought me a little box for Bridie, because she loves Bridie. She always comes down for a snuggle with her. Bridie gives the best snuggles. She's such a loving little dog. God, I love my dog. Thumbs up, who loves their dog? If you have a dog, leave me a comment with the type of dog you have and their name. Because, as you know, I love dogs. They're the best thing in the world ever, aren't they? I think. I do love cats too, but dogs. I've always been quite a dog lover, and oh yeah. So yeah, if you have a dog, leave me a comment with the breed and your dog's name, and that'll be really, really nice thread, and then we can all say Happy Christmas to everybody's dog. Since they're the best things in the whole wide world, I think. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to just cut the other, oh God, I make a mess. Cut the other one off camera, and I will bid thee all a very, very, very happy Christmas, and let's hope for a really nice 2021. So, let me just step back a second. Yeah, I really, really hope that COVID ends next year and that we have some sense of normality next year. That would be really, really nice. I mean, it's always wishful thinking at times like this, but it can't go on forever, can it? It can't go on forever. And obviously we've got the vaccine in this country, but yeah, long drawn out process. But let's just hope by this time next year that we can look back and maybe come back to this video and we will see where we're at by then. I just really, really hope this thing ends, because it really takes it out of you, doesn't it? The stress. So, happy 2021 and happy Christmas, and I will see you on the flip side. Ta-ta!